Welcome back, everybody. I thought I'd start a new series on my channel, so this will be on a new playlist. As you know, I normally do arcade games on my channel, but what I was thinking is, when we were children, we didn't obviously have arcade games in our homes. What we had was the console ports. So, seeing as I have a Sega Master System and a Mega Drive, I thought, why not and do a playlist based on the console ports of games, because those were the games we played as children at home. I think when we weren't playing Golden Axe in the arcade, the closest thing we got to the arcade at home was probably the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis version, but anyone who bought Sega's Master System before the Mega Drive came out possibly had the version you're seeing here, Golden Axe on the Sega Master System, which is probably identical to the Sega Mark III Japanese hardware, because that is their version of the Sega Master System after all. You may have noticed when I started the game I did not get the option between picking the Dwarf or the Amazon, but even though you can only play as the Barbarian, the cool thing is you can pick whichever magic you want to use. So you could be the Barbarian, like I say, but you could use the Amazon's magic. I like how faithful it is to the arcade game. Yes, the enemies won't have as many colours and variations and all that, but everyone is here. Even all the mounts, which is cool. And we're getting extremely close here for the first boss fight. So what I'll do, as always, I'll let you enjoy it, and I'll be back very soon. Just like in the arcade game, while resting, we get our magic stolen from these little guys, but we can get more potions by wailing on them before they leave the screen. Normally in the arcade game, what you'll notice with the enemies is they'll get slightly faster and more difficult to kill, and they'll also have a different colour variant to the armour. You'll notice in the arcade game that some of the enemies with armour will turn red later on within the game. This doesn't seem to happen in the Sega Master System version. They seem to say the same colour and don't seem to get any more difficult to defeat. You've probably noticed already that this game has it's really lacking in frames of animation. It seems to really have a low frame rate, and what happens is, because of this, there seems to be a slight delay when I go to attack the enemy. So sometimes I'll feel like I've pressed the attack button in time, but I'll get hit before I swing my sword, and also this can lead to me getting knocked off mounts often, which can get quite irritating. This is the original Sega Master System cartridge I'm playing here, but just like the arcade games, I won't be continuing. I'll see how far I can get without continuing, obviously, and this is great because it makes the videos not go on for too long. Last thing all you need is for the videos gone for ages, because I think there's still a limit on YouTube to how long your videos can be. Normally these guys, this mount I'm currently riding, this dragon, normally he breathes fire, but the lack of colour that's in this version of Golden Axe makes it appear like he's more like breathing ice than fire. Considering now there's such a low frame rate in this game, and it's nowhere near on par with any 16-bit versions of Golden Axe, I still really enjoy it. I believe after I defeat these two Amazonian warriors, I believe we'll come across our very first skeleton. Now, a lot of people will remember the skeletons as being quite brutal because their attacks are extremely fast, and they can eat away at your health ridiculously quick if you are not prepared. It's a shame I lost my Drake there, or dragon, I'm not quite sure what it is, but they do make the fight a lot easier if you can stay on them. So it looks like I'm going to have to deal with a skeleton, Mano o Mano now, or Mano o Scalito. Thank goodness, a little rest. And now you'll see one of these little red, I'm not sure what they are, these little guys stealing the magic, but the red ones drop food which will replenish your health. As you can see, the levels are as faithful to the arcade game as possible for an 8-bit system, obviously. This dragon we got here, even though it looks like the other dragon that was on before, is a unique one that can actually fire fireballs, so it's like a projectile, which can make the game a hell of a lot easier as long as you can stay on it, because like I said earlier, staying on a mount on this version of the game is quite hard when there's a bit of a delay. Some people find staying on a mount hard enough as it is on the Mega Drive version, never mind on the Master System version with the lower frame rate. And there you go, you see, it looked like I hit him, but I'd missed and was knocked off. And there goes my dragon. There's a boss which I'd like to have kept him for, but that's how it goes, I guess. After defeating these two enemies, we're coming up to the Broken Bridge. Now, to cross the Broken Bridge on the arcade version, I found I had to do a fast run and then attack, and you would just dart across it, and you wouldn't make it if you jumped. But on this version, you can make it with a jump, as you see there. And these two mallet-wielding bosses, normally they come through the door, which you can see there, but in this version, I guess with the Master System having less resources, they just appear on the screen. Actually, in this level, they aren't bosses, they're more of a sub-boss. The real boss will be coming up very shortly. Looks like I got 3 health points, but I'm on my last life. Normally I'd be doing a lot better than this on the Mega Drive or arcade version. So what I'll do to make sure I get further into the game is I'll use my magic on this boss, which should be good because my magic bar is full. It's a shame I couldn't keep that fireball throwing dragon, because that would have helped me take this boss on without using the magic. Anyway, the boss is coming up soon, so I'll be quiet and let you enjoy it. Well, that was easy. The difference powerful magic makes, eh? And I'll try and get some of my magic back. And for some reason I can't hit them. Hit detection must be terrible. Next level. this is going to be a tricky stage because this level has got lots of skeletons. Now, like I say, on the Mega Drive version, I could probably get through this area with a breeze, but with the hit detection and the slow down and the, you know, the lack of response when you hit the buttons, it probably won't be as easy. I'll get as far as I can. I like how they've kept all the music in this game. It may not sound as good as the Mega Drive or arcade version, but it's all there. I assume through a lack of resources, but the skeletons won't be rising from their grave like they do on the arcade and Mega Drive version. As you'll see, the further I go up the screen, they just appear. Here they are. Your straightforward melee attacks don't seem to want to work on these guys. I don't know if it's because of my poor hit detection or what, but the jump attacks seem to be a lot more effective on them. The enemy warriors will be back as well soon. Oh, I guess you won't be seeing the enemy warriors because I'm dead. That's a shame. The enemy warriors in the arcade and Mega Drive version end up grey. Have a grey variant of them, and I assume that's to represent them as ghosts, as soon as we are fighting skeletons here as well. Just a shame you won't get to see them. I'm wondering what to call this playlist. I'm thinking of calling it Nostalgica Ports, where I put all my arcade ports that made it to the Sega Mega Drive and Master System in their own playlist. It'd be nice to see what they were like, compared to the arcade version. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you soon.